Guys, welcome to Maths with Educarte. Today we'll start with our exercise 1.1. So, in this exercise, our first question is that we have to represent all of these numbers and the product of their prime factors. Okay, now let's start. First one. In first one, we have to just write it as its product of prime factors. So, see, you can do prime factorization also. And if you don't want to do, if you can just solve it directly, then you must do it. Like 140, this can be divided by 7. Then it will be 20. 2, it will be 10. 2. Again it would be 5 and then 5 it would be 1. So it can be written as 140 equals to 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 7. This is the answer. Similarly, we will solve these also. 156. 156. So firstly, we'll do with 2. 2 sevens are 14. 14 plus 8, 78. Again 2. Okay. Now, from 2 it would be 39. Then 13 threes are. Then 3 ones are. Okay, so now it is 3 into 13 into 2 into 2. So we'll write it 156 equals to. So there are two 2's. Then we'll write 2 square multiplied by 13 multiplied by 3. Simple. Now this one 3825. Firstly with 5. So 5 sevens are 35. 3. 5 6 are 30. 2. 5 5s are 25. Again 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 3s are 15. So it is wait, I'll have to 3 3 6 are 18. So if we do it 3 6, yes, it would be divided by 3. So 3 5s are 15, 3 ones are 3. 17 3s are again 3 ones are. This is our answer. So when we write it, we'll write it as 3825 equals to 5 square into 3 square into 17. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now this one 5005. When we divide it by 5, then it would be 1001. Then it would be with 11. So 11 nines are 99. Then 1 is left. 1 1. So 11. Okay. Now 13 sevens are 91. So 7 ones are 7. Now there is nothing common, so we'll write them multiplication directly. 5005 equals to 5 into 7 into 11 into 13. This is our solution. Now when we do this one is a bit confusing. So 74029. We'll firstly divide it by 17. 17 fours are 68. 69, 70, 71, 72, 73 and 74. So 6 is left. 62. 17 threes are 51. So 51 and 50, 62 was there. So 11. 119. So 119, 17. 17. Let's check it with 6. So 17. Yes, it would be 7 times. 17, 7, 7, 7, 49. Yes. So it would be 7 times. Now we'll check with 19. Okay. 19. So it would be 23 times. And at last 23 then it would be 1. So we there are many very complex this was prime factorization method of 7429. So we'll write them directly. 7429 equals to 17 into 19 into 23. This is our answer. And all of the solutions of question 1 are done. So we'll start with question 2. Now continuing with this. Here we have to find out the LCM and HCF of these numbers, and then we have to verify also by multiplying them. And also we know the formula LCM into HCF is equals to the product of the numbers. We'll use that to verify them. So the prime factors of 26 and 91 are 13 into 7, 13 into 2. So HCF will be this one, means the common factor. HCF is equals to 13. But LCM is 13 is common, so we'll take 13 and 7 into 2. Because we know in LCM we take the highest power. So 13 into 7 into 2 is 182. Okay. Now see, we have to verify also. So 13 into 2 into 13 into 7 will be equal to 13 into 182. Okay. So if we do this 13 into 7 into 2, so it would be 13 into 182, which is equal to 13 into 182. Here LHS equal to RHS. Hence verified. Means these are equal. So yes, LCM and HCF are correct. Now here 510 and 92. 510 can be written as 17 into 3 into 10. 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Here we can write 13 7s and 91. No, it is not matching. So 46. 46 into 2. So it is 2. Now 46 are left. Again 2. Now 23 is left. So 23. Okay. 23 to the 46. 46 92. Yes, correct. Now LCM. LCM here is a long number. So firstly we will find HCF. So HCF is this. Means only one number is common. So HCF equal to 2. But LCM equal to. Now see, here are 3 2. Here is 1 2. So we'll take 2 into 2 into 2. Now here is 23, 17, 3 and 5. So 23 into 5 into 7 into 3. So when we solve this, we get a number 23460. This will be our LCM. But we have to verify this also. So LCM into HCF equals to 510 into 92. Now it would be 2 into 23460 equals to 510 into 92. When we solve this, we get this as 46920. And when we solve this, we also get 46920. Okay. So yes, our assumption was correct. These both assumption and our solution was also correct. So LHS equals to RHS. Means LCM and HCF both are correct. Now this one 336 and 54. 336 can be written as 2 power 4. 16 will divide it. 16 to the 32 and 16 was the 60. So 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4 into 21 means 7 into 3. Now here it can be written as 3 to the power 3. 3 cube means 27 multiplied by 2. So HCF will be 2 because here is 1 2 and here is 2 power 4 and here 3 and here 3 power 3, so 1 can also 3 is also common. So HCF will be this 3 multiplied by this 2 which is 6. Okay, 6 is HCF. Now LCM will be 2 power 4 into 3 power 3 into 7, which is 2 power 4 into 7 into 3 power 3, which is 3024. Now we have to verify this. To verify this, we will do 2 power 4 into 7 into 3 cube into 2, which will be equals to 3024 into 6. When we solve this, here 3 into 2, this will be 6. And 2 power 4 into 3 power 3 into 7, this is also 3024, which is equals to 3024 into 6. LHS equal to RHS. Hence verified. Again it is true, so our answers are correct. Now this question is over. Second is complete. So we'll continue with our next question, which is question number 3. In this question, here we have to find out the prime factors using prime factorization method, and then we have to tell their HCF and LCM. What we'll do? We'll make this 12, 15 and 21. Now they all are coming in the table of 3. So 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 3 7s are 21. So now we'll multiply with 4. 4. So these both are not getting divided by 4. So what we'll do? 1, 5, 7. Now 5, which will be 1, 1, comma. This 7 is not getting divided by 5. So it would be 7. Now 5. Now 7. So it would be 1, 1, 1. This is our final answer. So when we multiply these, we get the LCM. 3 into 4 into 5 into 7. 7 5s are 35. 35 4s are into 3, which will be 420. Again the same answer. Now here we have to find LCM also. No. So LCM is 3, like it is dividing all. So LCM and HCF. HCF will be 3. Now here 17, 29 and 23. So 1 is dividing them. So they are prime numbers. So LCM, to find LCM, what we do? Firstly 23. It would be 17, 29. Then 17. So it would be 29. Then 29, 1. When we do this, now LCM will be equal to 23 into 29 into 17, which will be 11339. And HCF will be 1 because they are prime numbers. Now here 8, 9, 25. So firstly we'll divide by 2. So 4, 9, 25. So now 4, 9, 25. 9, 25. 25 and 1. So see, what are the prime factors? these. But actually these are not prime. Like I have take the aggregation of these to like not make more steps. LCM will be 25 into 9 into 4 into 2. When we multiply these, we get 1800, which will be our LCM, and HCF. HCF will be 1 because they have no common factors. They are co-prime, but they have a common factor. I hope this is clear to you. Now we'll continue with our next question. Now we'll approach to our next question. Here in the fourth question, here HCF of 306 and 657 are given, but LCM is not given. Means these both HCF is given, which is 9. Sorry, there were no space. I was unable to write it. Okay, and here LCM we have to find out. Okay, so we all know that the product of HCF and LCM is equal to the product of the numbers. So this property can only be applied when there are two numbers. Okay, so there are two numbers only. We know these are two. So what we'll do? We will use that property only. Okay, so HCF into LCM is equal to 306 into 657. So HCF is given to us, which is 9 into LCM is equal to 306 into 657. Okay, now we'll divide one of these numbers by 9. So 9 4 9 4 36, 9 5 45, 9 7 times 63. So 2 are left, 27. 9 3s are 27. So 306 into 73 is 22338. Okay. So 306 into 73 is 22338, which is equal to LCM. Means we have found out the LCM without just making their prime factors and then finding the like highest powers, and then we have solved. No, we have solved with the shortest method possible. Okay, I hope this is clear to us. Now we'll come to our fifth question. Now here in this question, we have to check whether 6 to the power n can end with 0 for any natural number n. Means basically it is saying that if we put any number at the power of 6, will it ever end with 0 or not? We just have to check this thing. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. In my first video of this chapter, the introduction, where I have told everything about this chapter and I have done the main questions, means you can say the introductory questions which are related to the questions which come in exams. Okay, so there I have told you one thing, that any number to end with a power of to end with 0, like any power of any number to end with 0, the number must have prime factors 2 and 5. Means, for example, I take 20, we can write it as 5 into 2 into 2, means it has 5 into 2 as its prime factors. But if I take 12, so it has 2 into 2 into 3. It has 2 but no 5. Now if I take 15, so it is 5 into 3. It has 5 but no 2. So we can say that it will never end with 0. Means 12 to the power n or 15 to the power n for any natural number n can never end with 0. Why? Because I have told you right now that any number to end with 0 must have a prime factor as 5 and 2 both. Okay, now let me erase these both. See, 6, the prime factors of 6 are 3 into 2. For any natural number number with any natural power to end with 0, end with 0 must have 2 and 5 as prime factors. So for any natural number with any natural power to end with 0 must have 2 and 5 as its prime factor. But 6 is not having 2 and 5 both. Like it is having 2 but not 5. Okay? Not present. Like 5 is not there. So we can say that 6 to the power n can't end with 0. Okay? Done. This question was so easy. Now we'll come to our sixth question. Now, before solving this question, I want to tell you that this question has two parts. Like, in the first part, we have to tell that 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 is composite. Like, we have to explain this. And in second part, there is a similar type of question which we have to solve. But in this slide, I can solve only one part. So let's solve. See, any number like composite numbers are the number which have more than two prime factors. More than two prime factors. Okay, or more than two normal numbers which divide it. Okay, prime factors are not necessarily important, but like more than two numbers which are dividing it means more than two factors. Okay, so 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. So here you can see 13 is common, so we'll take it common. 13 which will be 7 into 11 plus 1. Now see, the number has more than two factors. How? See, it has 13 as its factor, it has this thing as its factor, it has the number itself as its factor and 1 as its factor. Like 1 can divide all the natural numbers. So it will have 1 and itself as its factor. But it has 13 and this, which is 7 into 11 means 77 plus 1, 78 also as its prime factor. So we can say that it is a composite numbers. Since the number has more than two factor, it is a composite number. Since the number has more than two factors, it is a composite number. Okay, approaching to the next part, we'll do it right now. In this part, we have to explain why 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 is a composite number. Now we'll do the same thing. We'll take the number common which is common in both the sides. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. If you can see, 5 is common in this. So 5 common. 7 into 6 into 4 into 3 into 2 plus 1. Okay. Now it is common. Now what we will do? See, this is a factor. Factor 1. This is factor 2. Now, the number will have itself as its common factor also, and number will have 1 also as its common factor. So basically it has 1, 2 and itself means 3 and 1 means 4. So the number has more than 2 factors. Hence it is composite. Composite. Now we will come to our last question of this exercise, which is 7th question. See, up here are two people who are completing the round, means they are racing each other. So there is a round. This is the starting point. See, there is a girl named Sonia and a boy named Ravi. Ravi is running at the speed of 12 minutes per round, means it covers one round of the ground in 12 minutes. But she, means Sonia, completes one round of ground in 18 minutes. Now we have to tell after how much time will they meet each other at the starting point. So, like he covers one round in 18 minutes. So, like like he covers 12 minutes, she covers in 18 minutes. To meet each other at the starting point, we will have to find out the lowest common multiple, which like the lowest common multiple means the number which which can be divided by both of them and the lowest number. Okay, specifically, so the lowest number will be divided by 12 also and 18 also, and that time they both will meet each other at starting point. So time to meet equals to LCM, which will be like 12 can be written as 3 into 2 into 2, and 18 can be written as 3 into 3 into 2. Like here are 2 3 and here are 2 2's. So what we do, like this can be written as 2 square and this can be written as 3 square. So 2 square and 2, what you will choose? You will choose 2 square. 2 square. And here are 3 and 3 square. You will choose 3 square. So 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. So 4 nines is 36 minutes. So they both will meet each other at the end of 36 minutes. So after 36 minutes, Ravi will have completed 3 rounds. How? 36 upon 12, which is like 3. So this will be, he will be here at that time after completing 3 rounds. But she will be only 2 rounds. How? Because 18 divide 36. 36 divide 18 is 2 only. So after she completes 2 rounds and he completes 3 rounds, they will meet over here. Start. Okay, this is start point. I hope this exercise is clear to you. And in the next video, I will start with the next exercise, which is exercise 1.2. Till then, bye bye.